Good morning. I'm exhausted today and I look a little crazy, but I've been up since 4. And this is part 4 or 5 of removing the wallpaper. The walls got washed down, the rest of them today. They look so much better. I could still feel some glue on them and they're actually still tacky because I just washed them. But up here looks great. A lot of it washed off. I still have this to contend with, so I will have to get some mildew, mold killer, I don't know what the hell. I have a lot of patchwork to do. Okay, everybody who likes these tension bars, look what they did to my walls. They did it on both sides. So I'm gonna get the bar that clips tension bar, but it goes on the tub because I'm not putting holes in the walls after I redo them. So yeah, there's a lot of spackling to be done. That needs to be done. A lot of the marks were actually nails that were pushing themselves back out. See, I had to put that one back in yesterday. I know it's dark in here, but if I put the other light on, this fan goes on, I'm gonna have to have the electrician fix that because once the chandelier is up there, I don't want to have to turn the vent fan on to put the chandelier on because that's just stupid. And that fan is very loud. And here we're down to just the sheetrock, literally. So how this works is, okay, hang on before I get into that. And this is the crack I was talking about in my first video. And I contacted Stone Coat. Oh boy, I look crazy this morning. Who is a company that creates and sells epoxy. See how organized I am? My daddy would be so proud. And I've taped down the light switch for that so I don't accidentally turn it on before I put it back up. But there's no point in putting it back up. Oh my god, I look nuts. There's no point in putting it back up until I fix the wall up there and paint because that's just stupid. And I have to do the ceilings because I did have a roof leak at one time. It's been fixed. Joe got it fixed for me. But I don't want to take any chances. It's not soft, so that's fine. And I have to, I don't know if I need to put, no, I guess I can just, oh hell, I can't think, that's how tired I am. I think I can just prime over that because it's just the sheetrock. I did do a light sand by hand on this wall with 100 grit. Where the hell is it? With this thing. It's I usually use it for woodworking because then this side takes the dust off. But it's all I had in the house and I'm not interested in going into my workshop today because this is technically the only wall that's dry. So, yeah, no. But I did do a light sand, it's better. There are some bumps and ridges that I'm hoping with the mouse or the orbit sander. I have a mouse, I have an orbit sander. I haven't decided which one I'm going to use yet. I want the one that's going to make the least amount of dust. But as I was saying, I did contact Stone Coat about this cabinet because it's broke. And I'm hoping when I take this out, it doesn't splinter more because I don't know how Norm fixed it. And Norm would be my stepfather. I'm also going to try and see if I can resin, because I'm doing this in resin. It's going to be white marble because I don't know if you could tell, but it's off-white and the toilet and the tub are white. So it kind of looks a little ghetto having a beige sink. I hate it. But I'm going to see if I can just resin from here down because I won't care if it has tile marks. Because I can't put the instant leveler, obviously, vertically. I don't know. I'll have to contact them again. But I did contact them about this. on a video that they were doing, and they said that I need to use Bondo, which I have never used, so we'll see. I have picked out a new sink drain because I want one that comes up higher, or at least is the fountain. I also don't know how to take this out because this has to come out for me to resin the countertop. This is gonna go black. It's gonna get a nice light sand because the only part of this whole cabinet that is wood is the fronts and the doors. The rest of it is freaking pressboard, which completely sucks. So it's gonna go black. The floors are gonna get epoxied with the instant leveler from Stone Coat, and I'm gonna do them white marble. I would go black. However, Joe does not like when I go completely black, and because it's epoxy and resin, it's kind of like a permanent thing, and I don't want to terrorize my brother too much if, like, I drop dead tomorrow. Because we've been through the black thing with Donna, so the cabinet going black is the easiest fix for him. And I think with everything else white and the cabinet, the countertop being marbled, it'll look really sharp. If I can't resin these, I'm going to yank them. I have really nice black tiles outside. Hang on, let me get one. I'm going to pause you a second. Okay, so I went and got the tiles that I randomly found in the yard around my wood shop. I found a truckload that were buried. My stepfather is odd. Problem is they're a little bigger than the other ones. I guess they're 6x6 instead of 4x4. And I've never cut tiles, but I think that'll look nice once the cabinet's black and the top is marble. It'll look sharp. Girl, trust me, if I don't think Joe would have a heart attack, I would do the floor in black marble because they have some wicked patterns on Stone Coat. I also have this version of them, but I think it'll look really sharp because it's kind of got a cool, I don't know if you can see it. Let me dry them a little more. They're already marbled with like silver, so I think it'll look nice. And I think that's it. The chandelier's going up. It's getting disconnected from the ceiling fan. Like I said, I'm gonna buy the epoxy kits from Stone Coat, which means for doing my counters and my floors, the toilet's gonna get done last, and that wall. So I'm kind of stuck till I can resin the floor. Is basically my point, and I can do the countertop because I'm not going to bloody hell. I have to still do behind the tank with the wallpaper, and I'm not pulling the toilet until I can resin the floor. And I have to find, because I don't know how to disconnect this cabinet from crap. So I'm leaving the cabinet, and I have to talk to them about how to do it with leaving the cabinet in. And that's about it. I'm very excited though, because I can't wait to order my kits from Stone Coat. I'm not even painting the walls till I get the floors done. Because like I said, I have to pull the toilet and get the wallpaper out from behind the tank. Because it's making me freaking insane. But I do suggest, if you're into the epoxy resin thing, and you like marble, and you're doing it yourself, go to Stone Coat on YouTube. Or I think it's stonecoat.com, or I can't think. I'll put the link at the bottom. But they do some really cool designs, and basically my whole house is going to end up this way, including my kitchen cabinets. But we'll see. But give me your take on the tile. If I should do the black tile backsplash with these, or if I should just buy 4x4s so I don't have to learn how to cut a damn tile because I'm a lunatic. And then I've got to learn how to make this box bigger and put a third switch in just for the ceiling fan, which I don't think is going to happen. I think the electrician's going to have to come because I got to change all the switches and plugs to white because this yellow, tan, everything's tan. Donna don't do tan unless I'm outside. But that's it. I will keep you posted. Next video will be me painting the hallway because I gotta do shit in Chinola in here. Alright, thanks for watching. Click subscribe, make sure you like the video. And all of this is Kim Spatola's fault because she told me to start putting it on YouTube. And usually I just do my crafts. So, oh no, wait, actually the next video will be once it's all sanded down and looking nice and pretty because I want to get it all dressed for success. So that the next time or me pulling the tiles, depending on what everybody says. All right, loves. Bye.